plays to the NBA. C2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We're live at AT&T Center. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas for this Spurs home game. And the Spurs start out with the ball. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. Only out there with Davis. And it's Aminu in at the 3 spot.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's McCollum. Good D by Parker.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assists and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that
he is. And Leonard gets it to go. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Plumlee with a screen on Green. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. It's stolen by Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Parker passes to Duncan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. They set the screen. The drive by Green. Back to Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Aldridge with his screen on Lillard. He used that pick just right. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Davis. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard outside. And Aminu kicks to Plumlee. Lillard right side. A rebound by the Spurs.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Leonard kicks to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now the pass to McCollum. He feeds it to Aminu. Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Dishes it to Plumlee. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Lillard outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Spurs leading by 7. Parker dishes to Green. Pass to Duncan. Parker outside. Misses in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Green kicks to Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the 3rd fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Parker kicks to Green. Pass to Aldridge. And Parker, here we go. Some solid defense from Lillard.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Spurs leading by 3. Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Now the dish to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Aminu. Now here's McCollum. Covered by Parker. Portland needs to get off a shot. Aminu misses.
And he made
sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Parker following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, a great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for. And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
Crab, he's checked in for Portland. Feeds it to Lillard. It's up a 3. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Here's Mills. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. And fortunately for me, I don't have it.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Reese Harkless comes in for Mason Plumlee. Crab, no good. And Mills kicks to Martin. Mills passes to West. Picked by West. Shot clock at 6. Mills dishes to West. Connects on the 17-footer. West has got his first bucket in this one.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. Here's Vonleh. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And Portland making a change here. Kamen's checked in. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now, here's Mills. He kicks it to Martin. Lets the three fly. Portland grabs the miss.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Picked by West. To the middle. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Mills. Martin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor. And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Harkless. And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been an every gamer throughout his young career. That is remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Martin. And it's Martin again missing. Off target at the rim.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
West kicks to Mills. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Trailblazers trail by 8. .110 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard from outside. Rebound, San Antonio. Martin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Picked by West. Now here's Anderson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Mills passes to West. Marjanovic. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
West to screen on Lillard. There's Marjanovic. They need this one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's San Antonio up 9. The second quarter coming up. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Henderson. Crabbe is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Kaman in at the 5 down low. Ginobili dishes to Parker. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked. A long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big three, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big three recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period. And if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big three, but to think of himself as the big one.
And he gets it to go. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
He dishes it to Parker. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Up top, Leonard. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's the teardrop. That's good. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
The feed to Kaman. There's the pass to Vonleh. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That misses off the backboard.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Leonard with no one around. And shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's the screen. Here's McCollum.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Duncan kicks to Aldridge. Off the pick. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Henderson passes to McCollum. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
This is to Duncan. And Parker, here we go. No good. Kaman with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Well, the Spurs, Greg, great at home last year. That's not surprising to anyone who's paid attention. We expect that. They're just so tough at home, year in and year out.
And Kevin, how about going 33-8 at home last season? And despite being the 6th seed, only the Hawks and Warriors, the 2 best records in the league, won more games at home. Hard to imagine you could be a 6th seed with that kind of success.
Now here's McCollum. D right on him. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trailed by 15. The 3 from McCollum. The rebound by the Spurs. Parker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Leonard kicks to Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Parker.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Henderson, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Duncan with the screen for Parker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And, you know, getting back to Popovich's relationship with Tony Parker, Pop made the decision to draft Parker. So he obviously saw something. But Pop's a perfectionist, and if you're going to play point guard for him, you've got to deliver consistently.
And the second free throw, good.
And talking about Tony Parker, Pop's tough love with him really paid off. Tony eventually became incredibly consistent, culminating with him being named the Finals MVP back in 07.
Spurs leading by 16. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Shot's good. And that's now 7 points for Martin.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
They get the rebound. Pass to Aminu. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Parker, a screen on Plumlee. There's Green with the 3. Can't hit. And it's Portland the other way. Aminu dishes to Davis. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Parker sets the screen for Martin. Parker outside. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Back to Lillard. Looking to end his cold spell. Green with the rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Aldridge, the pass to Green. He feeds it to Parker. Portland grabs the miss. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Pass to Martin. Parker with a clean look. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kicks it out to Lillard. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 10 points for Damian Lillard.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Freed up. Nice work off the pick. Martin's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs. Here's Lillard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Left side, Martin. All sorts of time. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Green again. It's Lillard. Davis setting the pick for Lillard. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
There's the 3. That's good.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Spurs leading by 14. Parker up top. Covered by Lillard. Martin wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From outside the arc. Aminu misses.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Parker drives in. Here's Anderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Both free throws good from Anderson. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Roberts. Pass to Crabbe. And Roberts kicks to Anderson. Got a piece of it. Ginobili with the steal. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Spurs lead by 16. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Here we go, San Antonio.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 23 points and 1 steal. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Now the dish to Parker. Let's go. And that one goes long.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Plumlee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player. Has the size, the bang, and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. They set the screen. And that one's good. Parker.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Feeds it to Aminu. They get it again. Over in the corner, Lillard. McCollum dishes to Plumlee. Tries it again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
And the Spurs making a change here. West is checked in. And the second free throw, good.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Trailblazers trailed by 18. Lillard left side.
Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
Aldridge kicks to Green. He's looking for West and finds him. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
San Antonio leading by 18. Parker passes to Leonard. Back to Parker. Kicks to Aldridge. He dishes it to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Aldridge a screen. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Davis sets a screen. To the wing right side. McCollum dishes to Plumlee. Lays it up and banks it in. Plumlee's got 6. The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Parker outside. Over in the corner, Green. And it's good, and the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Spurs leading by 18. Aldridge kicks to Parker. The feed now to West. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Leonard. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Portland no good that time either. Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. 22 games played with the starting lineup of Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter.
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
And stolen by Lillard. Throws it up high. Aminu misses.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. There's the pass to Leonard. A 3-ball. And Davis pulls it down.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Here's McCollum. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Green, the screen. Here's Parker. 5 to shoot. The 17-footer goes down. Parker's got 15.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Lillard again. Screen. Out left to the wing. Davis sets a screen. Here's McCollum. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 11. San Antonio leading by 18. Parker kicks to Green. Spurs working the ball around now. Shoots the 3. And it's Parker again missing.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Plumlee with a screen on Aldridge. Aminu dishes to Plumlee. From 11 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Leonard with the ball. Lillard picks him up. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Lillard from outside. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here is Lillard. He's got 12. He kicks to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Soft touch off the glass. McCollum's got 13. San Antonio leading by 18.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game, and I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Roberts kicks to Crabbe. Dishes to Roberts. Came in a screen. There's the pick. Here's Roberts. Covered by Mills. Came in a screen. Passes it to Crabbe. From outside, off the mark.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Came in a screen. Right wing. Grab the pass to Roberts. It's stolen by Martin. It's 2-on-1. Here's Mills. Finished off the break. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And that one's good. Henderson's got 5.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
In the corner, it's Martin. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 5. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. And Roberts kicks to Kaman. Nice D from Duncan.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And as we conclude, and we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Spurs leading by 23. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Ryan Roberts out there with Craig. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then it's Henderson. And it's Vonleh in at the 4. Pass to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili with the 3. And the shot is good. Ginobili's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. Martin again. It's Henderson. Stolen by Martin. Pushing it up. And finished off by Anderson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Crabbe. From the high post, he drills it.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
There's a good screen. Screen by Duncan. Martin for 3. Ball's not loose. And now Portland on the break. And here they go. Stolen by Martin. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Good. Nice play there from Vonleh.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Ginobili with the ball. Jacks up a three. That's good. Ginobili's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Miller comes in for Patty Mills. Screen by Duncan. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
And Roberts kicks to Anderson. Portland no good that time either.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And he gets the bucket.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of a season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
That's the Diaz. And he banks in the layup.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Came a screen. It's Henderson on the wing. To the paint. Looks for Kingman. Gets it to him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. West is checked in for Duncan. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And it's Miller penetrating. He feeds it to West. Back to Miller. The kick out to Anderson. It's Henderson on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. There's the dish to Roberts. Feeds it to Kaman. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Chris Kaman, guys, signing with the Blazers last season, he's had big contracts before, but told his agent, hey, let's focus on getting a winning situation.
And the Blazers really needed bench depth in their front court, Clark. A great situation for Chris Kaman to come into and contribute.
Yeah, you know, he felt he'd been overlooked with the Lakers the season prior and bruised his ego a bit. In Portland, he found a defined role providing scoring off the bench, which suited him well.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Roberts. Covered by Miller. Here's Crabbe. And that one comes up a bit short.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Shot by Roberts, no good. The Spurs have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Ginobili can't get that one to fall.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Vonleh. Misses, and the dry spell continues. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Dia. And it's 13 points for Manu Ginobili. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Crab, good.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Pick by West. Diaw sets the pick for Ginobili. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Ginobili. 5 on the clock. The Spurs rebound. Inside. Here's Diaw. There's the screen. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Came in a screen on Ginobili. Roberts dishes to Henderson. Offline with his 3. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Kicks it to Crab. Puts up a 3. And he gets it to go. Crab's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Plenty of space. There's the feed to Roberts. For 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Miller kicks to Leonard. Diaw inside. Vonleh on him. Diaw can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And that one's good by Henderson.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Diaw sets the pick for Miller. Ginobili outside. The Spurs rebound. Leonard kicks to Diaw. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
There's the pass to Keenan. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Ginobili kicks to Diaw. There's a screen. Leonard the pass to Diaw. Ginobili dishes to Diaw. Launches it. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Diaw. 17 points for Ginobili.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Brian Roberts went undrafted in 2008. Initially couldn't latch on with an NBA team. So Clark, he played overseas for a couple seasons.
But he kept going to NBA summer camps, Kevin. Finally found the spot with the Pelicans. Now he's in his 4th NBA season. A dream come true.
He hits both from the stripe.
And talking about Brian Roberts, he's carved out a specific role for himself. He can push the ball up the floor. He can play pick and roll. He's an excellent spot-up shooter. It shows you that patiently improving your skills is how you make it as an undrafted guy.
And the basket by Diop.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Leonard. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here's Roberts. Can they get it? Cannot hit. Good D by Miller.
You know, going back to Brian Roberts, scouts did know about him coming out of college. I mean, he was highly decorated in his career at Dayton. Concerns about his size and whether he'd be a 1 or a 2, that's what ultimately dropped him out of the running.
Here's Marjanovic. Back to Ginobili. And the shot is good.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this.